What's up, cousins? It's your cousin Rebel, aka The Voice. How y'all doing? I'm here. So, what are we doing tonight? Let's see. Oh, it's okay. So listen. Tonight is Love and Marriage DC Season 2, Episode 7. You know, this is the reality recap. Listen, I'm going to just go ahead and jump right on in. You know what? Let's go. Okay, so this segment opens up where they left off. They're all gathered there at the restaurant and or the bar situation, and they're talking about Ashley's telling everybody, okay, here we go, we're sitting at, we're gonna put everything on the table. If anybody has a problem with anybody in this group, just go ahead and speak up. Okay, so first up to talk is Erana raises her hand and she's like, why is Winter here? Bang. Same thing I said in my last in the last recap. I said the same thing. I was like, I don't understand why Ashley would even sit down with her, to even invite her there. I just don't get none of it. It really doesn't make sense. So Erana points out, why is Winter here? Nobody likes her. I don't like her. You don't like her. She don't get along with her. She don't get along with her. Joy doesn't even know her. So why is she here? Right? So then Ashley's like, well, she's here because, I told her that, if she's going to be around Sharella, and Sharella is somebody that I want to be around, then we need to be cordial and stuff. All right, so that's her thing for it, but to me that's no ma'am. But Ashley's friend Alicia says, yeah, that's cool and everything, but I just don't understand why Sharella keeps bringing why she keeps bringing Winter around as well. Like, I just don't get it. If everybody understands that they don't like each other, why are they bringing? Why does she keep bringing? Why does Sharella keep bringing Winter around? And that's the same thing. I guess that's the question of the day. These are the $1 million questions. I guess everybody who reviews this show, watches this show, has been asking, because I know I have. In my prior recaps, that's all I was saying. I was like, why is she sitting down with her? Why does Ashley sit down with Winter? Why does Sharella keep bringing Winter around? What is this thing? Like, it was looking so produced and stuff, and it was like annoying. But so everybody's asking the question finally, and so let's keep going. So wait, let me go back. Before we move on, let me point something out that was funny to me. When Alicia was talking and telling, saying, right, she's sitting right next to Sharella, and she's saying, yeah, because Sharella, you keep bringing Winter around, which I don't understand. I really don't get it. Sharella didn't say nothing. She was still kind of, and then Joy at the end of the table, Joy chimes in and is like, I don't understand either. Kind of not under her breath, but not like super loud. But Sharell hears it, and then she's triggered all of a sudden. When Joy says she don't get it, Sharella grabs her, say that ish, and she want to talk. She's triggered by Joy. They're just probably triggered by each other just being there. But it's funny that she jumped up when Joy said that. All right, let's keep going though. Let me see what she gonna say. So then Sharell goes into this explanation of how, her and Winter, how they became friends because, Winter does, music with her husband and blah, blah, blah. She was like, I didn't seek out her friendship. It just happened because of business, whatever. She's going into this explanation. So Erana jumps in, and Erana is like, no, ma'am, it doesn't matter. It looks whack. We understand what you're saying. She's like, yeah, Sharella, thank you. I'm gonna let you finish. But your whole story is this shit. Everything just look whack. How you moving with Winter, it looks whack. It doesn't look like you're a good friend of Ashley. The shit is not a good look, is what Erana, jumps in and says. And so Sharella is like, what? Excuse me, I'm not talking to you. And Erana's like, but I'm talking to you. Ooh, Erana. Look at Ray. Is that Rayray? Look at Rayray. But yeah, so then they going back and forth, putting their hands up. I ain't talking to you, and I ain't talking to you either, blah, blah, all of that. And Sharella, end of the day, is just like, I'm not interested in what you have to say. And Erana's like, it's not just me, it's how everybody feels. And then boom, they cut to whatever. So then here we go. So then Joy, in the middle of them going back and forth, Joy raises her say that shit card. And I'm like, yeah, here we go. Finally, speak up. You know what I'm saying? Because all of this really is because of your situation with Black. So I'm so glad to see she finally stepping up to say something. So let's see what Joy gonna say. Let's keep going. Okay, y'all. So now we're finally here. Joy is stepping up finally and saying, listen, Sharell, check it out. All the stuff you doing with Erana, it's really for nothing. Because to be honest, this was really about me. This is some shit that I said, and it just got misconstrued or misconveyed down the line, and all this beef really should be with me. That's finally she's saying that. And if you listen to my last recap, I said she's doing exactly what I said, what I would have done, but I would have done it way earlier. Cause I'm like, what was Joy? She had a couple of opportunities to do this, but she just didn't do it. So I just couldn't understand why she was silent in the presence of all this beef. Finally, she's doing what, I think everybody wants her to do. A little late, Joy, you know what I'm saying? A little late, but nevertheless, we're here. We're here. So let's keep going. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, not Sharella calling Erana Nana, saying that she's like them old ladies that be up in the window watching people getting all in everybody's business, but getting all the business twisted. Why she? What? Not Nana. Not Nana, Sharella, not Nana. Damn. So then Ashley says to Joy and Sharella, she's like, okay, so basically, y'all need to just, whatever the situation was, Erana got sucked in mistakenly. End of the day, it's between y'all need to work that out. And both of them, both Sharella and Joy, are like, I don't need to work shit out. I'm not working nothing out with her. And the other one is like, I ain't working nothing out with her either. So they gonna leave it at that. They ain't working nothing out with each other. Ashley's moving forward, just wants to know how everybody's friendship is gonna be from here. Let's see how this goes. Let's keep going. So with all of that said, Winter goes into her thing about, we'll all move forward. It's not about friendship. It's just about, being able to be in the space together and not, scratch each other eyeballs out. But okay, whatever. And then she invites everybody to her Romancipation Proclamation thing, whatever she calls it, the thing where she's divorced and she's celebrating her, her singleness and power and all that stuff. And she is gonna perform her song, Gutter Barbies or Ghetto whatever. She played it, child. I ain't no comment. I'm just gonna keep going. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going. Oh, it's a Joy and Clifton segment. I love me some Joy and Clifton. So Clifton and Joy, they meet up with one of the girls from Ready to Love, another Ready to Love cast member. And they're sitting down. Oh, and the girl is also a business partner of theirs. And I remember her from the Ready to Love show. So anyway, the girl is asking Joy, how's she getting along with the group, this new group of girls on this show, Love and Marriage DC. And Joy is just like, she's not really feeling them. She feels like Ashley is messy and her friend is messy as well. And, the two of them together just, messy all over the place and nobody's checking nobody. It's just all of that. She calls Ashley's friend, a sidekick. Interesting. And she says the only person she feels that she could like really, really mess with is Erana. The only person she really kind of trusts is Erana. So, that's interesting. So Joy says, the girl asks Joy who she thinks is trying to be, the head chick in charge. There's always the head chick on the shows, whatever, the queen bee, quote unquote. So Joy says, it's Ashley. She definitely thinks she in charge. And actually, from where I'm sitting, it looks like she, can be in charge of, her, obviously her sidekick, Alicia, her sidekick. That's so funny. And she's saying, Joy is saying, and she, she got her little situation over, Erana and them and whoever, but guess what, she not over here with me and Clifton, and she does that thing with her head like no ma'am. So this is interesting, and I want to see how this ends up getting back to Ashley, because I think I think that's where they're gonna go with this. But yeah, that's very interesting. Let's keep going. Okay, so the bottom line is, just wrapping up this segment right here. Joy is expressing her confusion with the fact that, she's, 1 minute she hears people talking about Sharell, right? And then the next minute she sees them laughing, kikiing all in their face. So that's confusing to her. And trust me, it would be to me too, because that to me is ridiculous. I mean, sometimes you got to be in a room and be cordial just to get along when it be, when it be like that. But to be literally in somebody's face, kikiing and dealing and laughing and all of that back and forth when you really don't like them, like what the, that's some weird, that's weird to me. I don't get that. That is so confusing to me. I don't like it. Just So I understand what Joy is saying. She's confused about the energy. It's saying one thing 1 minute, the next minute is something different. And all these girls is basically, she's saying, she sees a lot of phoniness going on. So that's it. Just, moving on. She just said she's gonna, try to get along with everybody, but there is a lot of phoniness, and she's just voicing that and stuff. So let's keep going. Moving on. So real quick, Ashley and Quick, DJ Quicksilver have their family moment. It's cute. They give their kids contracts on stuff that they have to do around the house. It's funny. I didn't have a contract when I was a kid, but my mother did make a list for me and my brother, and the stuff that we were supposed to do. Our allowance was tied to that. So if you didn't do stuff on the list, or you did it half-assed, or you didn't do it, or you didn't do it to her liking or whatever, it was like you had a deduction from your allowance. So it was kind of like a contract, but there was no like legal. It wasn't laid out like what they showed today, but it was reminiscent of that. But the other thing was, they're back to that point of waking up the 15-year-old son for school. And I already discussed that in depth. I'm not going to go back into that in my other recap. When they were first talking about this situation, I went in depth with that. But they talked about that again. And the bottom line is, Quick is like, don't wake him up. Ashley's like, oh, but I want to, we still have to be, even if we allow him to try to get up on his own, which so far doesn't sound like it's been working out. Ashley's saying it's still our responsibility. They kind of still button heads on that. But anyway, they're a cute family. They're adorable. Moving on. Let's keep going. So real quick, this next segment, nothing, not too much there, just real quick. The big thing is that Erana is launching this wig line with her wig maker, and the wigs are really cute. And her and Ashley and Joy are doing a photo shoot for the wigs, and they all look good. Joy looks so good in this look right here. This wig, the one she's wearing, she looks amazing. And so does Ashley. And so, but I think the wig line is gonna be dope, because Erana, like I said in my last recap, Erana's hair is always on point. So I don't doubt it, and I don't doubt that the shit can be expensive. But anyway, let's keep going. The next segment, in a nutshell, it was nice. I like to see, men getting together to mentor and pour into the youth, especially other young men. So Quick gets together with Jamie and their sons, Lil Jamie and Smooth, or Smooth, I think Smooth. They get together and just to walk through the neighborhood of the southeast section of DC, which is kind of rough. I used to live there, so I'm familiar with the dynamics of DC and stuff. So yeah, and they're talking, and they're just, Quick is trying to relay the message that it's okay to have things and everything, but you can't get to a place of entitlement. And he just doesn't want his son to be entitled. He wants him to always be humble, and even though he has stuff, to be aware that other people don't have, what he may want to take for granted. And the same thing with Jamie and Lil Jamie. He's wants to teach this message, and Lil Jamie has gone through this already, because he's Quick's son is like 15, and Lil Jamie is like 24 or 26 or something like that. So he's kind of gone through, even though he's still building his life, he's gone through this portion of life that that Quick's son is going through right now. So they're all just kind of pouring into the kids, and even little Jamie is pouring into Quick's son, and it's really nice. And Jamie tells us that little Jamie is working with youth now. He does have a job now, and his life is like on a really good path. And he works with underprivileged youth that get that are higher, that get in trouble and stuff like that. So he said he got to see firsthand how his life is, how he is kind of taken for granted all the great things that he has in his life, when he sees all the youth and the kids without things that he takes for granted, like coats and sweaters and jackets to keep them warm. And so he's throwing a coat drive, and he's just being very tuned in to the community and to the youth, and just pouring into them. And I think that's great. It was a dope segment. So let's keep going. All right, so just real quick, in a nutshell, nothing really there. Sharella and her husband have this podcast. They invite Winter, and they invite this dude who just got a divorce, and Winter, as you know, just got a divorce too, and they kind of hooked them up together. They're talking about, the topic is people who just got a divorce, and then, the Winter's telling her stuff, the dude is telling his stuff, and they're asking each other questions. They look like they like each other, and, looks like they're gonna hook up, and, that's all. Nothing else. Moving on. So last segment, y'all. Last segment. We are here. This is the last segment. All right. So Erana, we're at Erana's wig launch, right? She got some cute. I gotta admit, she got some cute wigs. Like she has some cute situations going on, right? I've seen at least 3 that I'm gonna go look into. And she got some cute situations. All right. So anyway, so everybody's there. She invited Sharell. I don't know why. Sharell doesn't even know why. Again, production purposes, she got to be there. So everybody's there, and she's she's like, Joy's not there. Joy said her and Clifton are sick, and Erana's like, Joy, you better be sick. Joy ain't sick, child. Joy ain't sick. Sorry, Erana. Joy ain't sick, child. She ain't want to be bothered with all of this. She ain't want to be in a room with them too. That's what it is. And I get it, but at some point, Joy, you gonna have to face them. You gonna have to face the rain. You got to come face it, child. Come on. So anyway, moving on. So then things are going well. Everything's going great. The wig launch is going, the party is dope. And then Erana invites Sharell to the back room so they could talk. She wants to smooth everything out, She said Erana said every time her and Sharell are around, there's always back and forth and bickering and all of that, which is true. Since the whole shady situation, every time they get together, they always go at each other, right? So they get to the back and they talking. And Erana's just like, I just want to move forward, blah blah blah, all of that. And Sharell is like, and Erana's just like, I didn't mean to, for you to get set off when I said what I said. And Sharell's just like, yeah, but it's my husband, I did get set off, and rightfully so. If somebody say something about your husband, okay, yeah, of course you're gonna get defensive about it, as you should, as Sharell should. I'm definitely on her side when it comes to that. So that's it. I mean, they just like, agree to move forward and be friends. They hug it on out and, whatever. I mean, I don't know if it's real or not, but they moving on, child. Ain't nothing there. Moving on. And then what the hell just happened? So very abruptly, right? Jamie appears tipsy, in my opinion. And, he's just like telling Erana, okay, you gonna do this and you gonna do that and you gonna do, I mean, I know a lot of women get riled up with the whole submissive thing, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, let's face it. I mean, to some degree, Erana has to be submissive because Jamie, apparently, this is, he's pretty dominant, and this is what was the talk last season. He's got that, strong personality and everything. So, so when he's drinking, allegedly, I don't know, I'm just, he's gets tipsy, maybe it just comes across a little stronger, and it definitely comes across kind of weird to, to women who are not like with that whole, submissive thing. Because there was a lot of eye rolling and stuff when all this was going on. And so it kind of upsets all the women, and everybody's like, okay, I'm leaving. Ashley's like, what? Why you? Don't talk to her like that. I don't like it, whatever. And Jamie's like, but girl, bye. Just leave. This is my wife. I can talk to her however I want to. I'm not looking for your opinion or nobody else's. Everybody leaves. I don't know where that came from. It was kind of weird, I guess they needed some kind of drama at the situation, at the event, just for production's sake. I'm not sure, but again, I feel like I see the production loud and clear in my face, because that was not only uncalled for, it just kind of made Jamie look ridiculous, and I'm just like, why did they do that? I don't know, child. Anyway, so that's it, y'all. That's it, cousins. That's pretty much how the episode ended. It was weird, but this was the reality recap. This was Love and Marriage DC season 2 episode 7. Child. Anyway, so I rated it a 5. What do y'all rate this episode? Did y'all think it was okay? What y'all think about those confrontations in the beginning and at the bar? Do you like Winter with this dude? You think that's gonna work out? What do y'all think about all this back and forth with Sharell and Winter and all of this stuff? Do you like the wigs? I like the wigs now. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here and go see if that thing ever launched. But anyway, so again, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get all these recaps. You want to get all this work, all these recaps, so we can talk about it, because child, I likes to talk. Okay, I like to talk. So all right, cousins, that's it for tonight. It's your cousin Rebel, aka The Voice, the reality recap. I'll be back.